Welcome to all. This is Indira from CSE Department in PSN College of Engineering and Technology. Today we discuss about Java packages. Normally, what is Java? Now, Java can be a pure object-oriented programming language. It is mainly used programming language for coding web applications. It is a multi-platform, object-oriented, it's a class-based and network-centric language. So here we discuss about the packages. The Java packages is a group of similar types of classes, interface and sub-packages. The grouping is based on functionality. That means the Java package is the container classes for all classes and interfaces. Because the grouping is based on the functionality. Mathematical function means we got to specify what? Absolute value, square root value, then sine value, cos value, depends upon the mathematical operation. We got to including all classes under one package. It's a math package. Then string package contains what? So string length, string comparison, string concatenation, string copy, string length, string upper, string lower. Okay, this way there are so many the string manipulation function under the string.h. Okay, this way. That is grouping is based on functionality. We use the packages to avoid the name conflict. Okay, for better this we got to specify the fully qualified name can be used. Okay, for naming to avoid the name conflict only we can go for the fully qualified name, because the same two classes, the two packages contains the same name means how do we got to specify? Whatever the packages can be available, you got to specify the package name dot then your class name dot then your method name. This way you got to specify. Surely it will be unique one. So normally the packages can be said two categories. One is the built-in package. So you can refer this is a system package or Java API package. And then is the user-defined package. This is creating our own packages. A package defined inside the another package, then it is we got to referring is a sub-package. So how to write the syntax for means what? How to accessing the package means just you got writing import. Whatever the package name is there, just you got writing the package name dot subpackage name dot class. This way you got to write it. Then sometimes we got writing the import the package name dot subpackage name dot asterisk can be used. The asterisk is for whole classes to be imported out. Then why we go for the Java package means what? For reusability purpose we can go for the Java package. Once one class can be written in one package, that package can be reused in another class. Okay, it will be as possible. Okay, because the classes can be the unique compared to within the classes in the other package. Okay, also the packages can be providing way to hide the classes from others. Then fully qualified name, we already seen that. How do you got right? For example, import java.aw.color. This way got written. Otherwise what? java.aw.even.asterisk. This way got to specify. You got to mention the color. This is a class name. The class name should be first letter should be as a capital one. Okay. Suppose no, I want to importing all classes means what? Just you got writing java.aw.asterisk. This way you got to write it. Asterisk means what? All classes to be imported. So the import classes must appear at the top of the file before any class declaration. Whatever the class declaration is there, before that only you have to declaring your import statements. And thing is the standard package, the Java API package. These are libraries or predefined class files can be available under this package. Two types of the standard package. One is the core package, another thing is the extension package. The core packages can be start with Java, then extension package can be start with Java X. This way you got to write it. For example, in Java, it's a lang package, util package, AWT package. Lang means what? The system class, string class, then util means array class, map class, button. Okay, this way. the core packages means for the lang package, applet, AWT, IO, net, util, SQL, extension means swing, servlet, servlet.http, servlet.ejp, servlet.jsp, then XML. This way the so many the extension packages also available. The core packages lang means what? Why we go for the lang means contain the classes for the primitive types, string, math function, threads, exception. Okay, this case we must import the lang package. Normally the lang is the default package. So if we want to import it means no problem, otherwise okay it takes automatically. Another thing is java.applet package. The applet packages can be used for creating and implementing the applets programs. Okay, as programs purpose we got using java.applet. The classes means what applet packages, applet class also available. Another thing is java.awt. AWT is the abstract windowing toolkit. Okay, this class is for implementing GUI. GUI means what? Windows, buttons, menus, text field, radio button, okay, submit, okay, like that. Okay, whatever the graphical oriented, the toolkit can be available under the AWT package. Then IO package means the string classes for input and output. That purpose the IO classes can be, IO packages can be used. And then java.net. Net means what? The classes for networking. That purpose we got to using the net package. Okay, client server application, we got to connecting one to another. So java.rma, the packages also to be available. How do we go to sending the information from one device to another device? Okay, so everything will be possible via this networking package. And then the java.util package, util package vectors, hash table, okay, then date, okay, like that. The util packages can be used for that purpose. Then java.sql. SQL means structured query language. Okay, structured query language means we got to create the data and update the data and delete the data and everything with the help of your database. Okay, then we must be importing the SQL packages. Also extension packages means what? Java X dot swing package. It is more than about, okay, AWT package is the normal GUI applications and more GUI application purpose the swing packages can be used. Here the text field and everything will be start with the J, J text field and J button and J radio. Like that only we got to writing all classes. And then servlet packages can be mainly used for the get method and the post method. It is client server connectivity and give the information to server and retrieve the information to server. Everything will be possible with the help of then servlet.http and Java server pages. Okay, easily we got to sending the information to one client to another server, and each enterprise Java pins, the tools also to be created, and XML extensible markup language. Okay, we got to create our own tags and everything, okay, with the help of the XMLs. So standard package. The standard package, the naming convention, how do you got to specify the java.lang.math.sqrt of x. This is square root of x. We got to store under the y. Okay, how do we got to store? The fully qualified name can be specified. Java.lang.math.sqrt of x. Lang is the package, Java also the package. Then math is the class name, sqrt is the method name. We got to specify it. Suppose if you want to specify the sqrt of x is separately means how do you got to specify? Just as the java.lang.math.asterisk. Then we got to specify what? Then asterisk we got to specify. Then after that we got to specify the y is equal to sqrt of x. This way we got to specify it. And standard package hierarchy, how do you got write? This is the base character is a Java. Then your subpackage is the AWT. Then color is your class. Then inside of the class we got to specify the methods. Okay, this way you got to specify your system packages hierarchies. Example for the AWT package. Here first of all you got importing. Okay, before the class definition we must importing the AWT package. Okay, java.awt.asterisk we got to specify means what? Why AWT packages, whatever the classes can be available, all classes must be imported. So that case only you got to specify the asterisk. Then after that, go to our main section. You got to creating the object for your class. Set stawd is your class name. You got to specify the object for that class. Set stawd is equal to new stawd of. This way you got to write it. The new operators can be used for invoking your constructors. Okay, whenever the new operators can be used for your main methods means what? So that time automatically the constructor to be invoked. In constructor, what will you write that? The set stawd. Then here inside of this constructor you got to creating one new frame. Okay, the new frame you got to specify the label is welcome to Java graphics. Okay, then this label can be added with the frame. Also set it your frame size. Okay, set size of 200 width and 200 height you got to set it. Another thing is set visible. You got to specify it is a true. True means what? Because it is visible. Okay, so you got to specify the false means already it can the frame to be visible but not true. Okay, that is a false you got to specify. Otherwise what? You got to specify the set visible or true means what? It can be displaying. With the size is 200, 200, the label is welcome to Java graphics. Okay, this way it can be displaying. Okay, this is your how to use the this is simple adaptive programs. Okay, more and more programs also available. Also the util package, how do you got to using it? Okay, the scanner is a util classes. Just you got to writing the scanner, you got to creating the object for this. The new scanner of you got to writing the system.in. System.in means what? From the keyboard. This means what? From the console you got to specify the input. That input can be received and then stored under the object. It's a OPJ. Then it can be asked, okay, enter your name. So the name can be received with the help of this scanner object. It's a object obj dot next line of. This way you got to read it. So that values can be stored under the string values of name. Then you got to display the name can be which can enter into your system.out.println. You have entered name is okay, that name to be displayed. Here, what is the output of this case? Say enter the name. It can be asked. Then from the console, we have to specify the Adiyogi. Then it can be displayed what you have entered the name is the Adiyogi to be displayed. Okay, this is the example for the util package. Another thing is the next package is what? Okay, before that we got to see all packages are the system packages. Now we got to discuss about the user defined package. Okay, the name gives the meanings. The user can define the package. That is, we have to creating our own package. Okay, the Java uses the file system directories to store them. Like as well folded on your computer. How to store in a computer? Is a root and then my package class .java. Like that only you got to store. That means what? In our computer, we got to store our name, our folder, our file under one directory. For example, d:\ini and then our class name is sample.java. This way you got to store it. Okay. Then everything will be on your mind. Whenever you got to executing the Java program, first of all you got to set your class path. The class path means what? Wherever the environment variables can be available. You got, which is wherever you got to storing your program, wherever you got to installing your Java program into your computer, that locations you got to copy and then you got to set the class path. Okay, how to set the class path? The set class path is equal to %. Then you got to specify where it is located. The location of the path you got to specify, then %, then semicolon, not semicolon. This way you got to set your class path. For example, your location of your path can be available in C:, then program files, then Java, and the JDK 1.8, and then bin directory. That means up to this we have to copy and then saved under this. Which one? Your set path location. Okay, just you got to specify it. Then you got to closing your % symbol, then semicolon dot semicolon. Then no problem. Okay, then how to access the package? We import a single class. Okay, how to whatever the class name you got to already we know that. So just you got to write the import package 1 dot package 2 dot package 3. Okay, this way you got to access in the entire name. That means what? This is referred as a fully qualified name can be specified. For example, the last exams also we got to study. Okay, what will you got to see in that? Just you got to see here java.lang.math.sqrtf. This way you got to specify in your standard packages. Okay, now we got to see as the user driven packages mean whatever the packages can be available. Say import package name dot package 2 dot package 3, then your class name can be specific. Both are have the same syntax, how to access in the package. So all packages means what? So access can be put it instead of the class name. To just put as the access. So now we got to see as one example. First of all, you got to declare the package name as the pack. It's a package pack. And then define the class sample game. Okay, it must be, should be, we have to declare this is the public. Okay, then only we can able to access from the outside of the class. Okay, the class, sample A class must be, okay, we got to specify it is a public. And then your method also public. Okay, public void show. Just you got to specify the package is defined in the sample A class. Okay, this is my package. Okay, this way, any of the text we got to write it within the system.out.println. Okay, now we got to stored under the name of, okay, d:/in is my directory, and then we got writing the pack. Okay, this pack, the subfolder can be same as our package name. Okay, our package name is what? Pack. Okay, also see our location is a d:/in, then pack. Okay, this pack and that package name must be as the same one. Okay, then only we can, which one? Easy to executing your program without any error. Okay, just you are writing the sample a.java. This way you got to storing your program under the directory d:/in.pack. This way you go store it. Okay, so how to compile it? The same location you can go for the Java C compiler can be used for compiling your program. Java C, then file name .java. This way you got to store it. So that time what will you do that? The dot class file to be created, the sample a dot class file to be created. Okay, this is what's what. Just you got to keep in your mind. So pack is your package name and sample a is your class name. Another thing is that pack.sample a can be imported. Okay, we already specified what is that, how to access in the package means how do you got importing your package? Import package name dot class name, you got to specify. The previous class is what? It's a pack, then sample a. Okay, this way you got to write the pack.sample a. This way you got to importing your earlier specified packages. Then now you got to, why we got to importing it? Now you got to accessing this package. Okay, so public class test. Okay, this was the main method. And then you got to creating the object for your previous, okay, package class. So sample a. So sample a object to be created, the new sample of. Then using this object we can call the method. So object a dot show method. So that time inside of the show method whatever messages can be the system.out.println of package defined in the sample a class. Okay, that will be called. Okay, here also compilations will be takes place. How to compile? Java C, then file name .java. Here the main method, whatever the name is, the class name is a test. Okay, test.java only we got to storing it. Then next you got to executing the file. So that purpose you got to using java.test because Java C test.java can be compiled means what? After compilation we can get the test.class. Okay, during your execution the class file can be used for compiling by using the interpreter Java. So Java interpreter can be used for executing your program. How do you write? That's a Java, then class name. The class name is what? The test is the class name. Okay, this will be created. Then whatever the messages can be displayed under the show method. So that will be displayed as the output of this case. Okay, this is your how to executing the user defined package. Okay, another example for the user defined package is the packages with the inheritance. Okay, all of you know the inheritance. The inheritance means what? The derived class is derived from base class. It's an inheritance. Okay, the base class is called as the superclass, then the derived class is called as the subclass. So the subclass can access whatever the classes and methods can be available in the derived classes. So that concepts only we got to discuss here. The package P2. Okay, now my package is a P2. This we got to specify the class B. Here we got to declare the one variable is a M. The M is the protected variable. Protected variable means what? The variable can be accessed from the inherited classes. So derived classes can access. So M is equal to 10. This we got to specify. And then is display method. Inside of the display method, just we got to which one display one string is a class B. And thing is the M variable to be displayed. The M is what? Is the M is equal to 10. So whenever you got to calling the display method means what? The certain class B and M is equal to 10 to be displayed. Then next method, next class is what? Is class C extends to class B. Before that we got to importing the previous packages. How to import it? Import your package name dot then your class name. Package name is P2 and class name is class B. This we could specify it. Then after that the class C extends. The extends keyword can be used for inheriting the superclass. So the class C extends the class B. But class B is the superclass, class C is the subclass. So this we got to write it as inheritance concepts. Another thing is here we got to declare the N is the 20 and the display C method. Here the C methods can be displayed. Also here we got to display the M value. Because the M is the protected member. The protected member, the visibility is what? We can able to access from the your derived class. So we can directly access. It will be possible. Then your local variable. Local variable is what? Your class variable. The N is equal to 20 also to be displayed. Another thing is the class package test 3. We have public static void and string arguments. Then class C, we got to creating the object for the class C. Using this object, we can call it display B directly. Another thing is display C directly. Both are will be possible. How? Because the inherited classes can directly access from your base class. Okay, base class whatever the members and the methods can be available, we can able to access. It will be possible. Okay, all of it clear? This is the package with inheritance. Okay, this is a reference. It's a complete reference of Java 2 and then programming Java 2 by Mr. Balakrishnan sir. Then thank you for all for watching. I hope this session is helpful for all. Thank you. Thank you once again.